For the past 8 weeks, as those who follow our website will know, we've tried to give voices to staff on the front line, whistleblowers who've contacted us, trying to save the people they were looking after. They also told us about, care homes were taking in people from hospital with COVID-19. We were screaming about this at the time. Some of our followers thought it was so awful that it couldn't be true. That's how bad it was. How could government deliberately infect care homes that were infection-free with COVID-19 patients? They've since done a U-turn. It's taken till yesterday for someone in Parliament to actually think, well, I'll speak about this, there could be a headline in this, because at last the second-class citizens in this country that live in care homes are being given some media coverage. Some of the media have been brilliant, don't get me wrong, they've been absolutely brilliant. What got me, why I'm making this video, and I'm trying to contain my rage, is spending 8 weeks talking to people that are on a minimum wage and are so frightened, and watching that fear grow each day, talking to people and trying to help them. Whistleblowers UK and the charity Protect have said nothing, and I thought, okay, that's fine, at least they can't do any damage, even though we're getting whistleblowers coming to us that had gone to them first. We won't say anything. We'll just, keep going and keep hoping that the evidence and the work that we do will somehow be enough to bear witness to the truth. Yesterday, Whistleblowers UK and Protect issued a joint statement to Sky News, and it was printed in the Sun. What part of the COVID tragedy did they cover? Was it the bodies that are piled high? Or was it the care staff who've, spoken out and who, so many have died? It breaks my heart. Was it any of those things? No. It was what's at the core of their Office for the Whistleblower, which is, oh look, some staff have been furloughed and it would save the government money if they reported this fraud. What's in it for them? What's the incentive for them to give you this information? I am disgusted with Whistleblowers UK and the charity Protect beyond words. They are not fit enough to utter the word whistleblower. What they're doing with this Office for the Whistleblower is trying to get bounty hunting into the UK through the back door. Bounty hunting is not whistleblowing. At a time when people are dying, staff as well as vulnerable people, in their thousands they are dying, and Whistleblowers UK and Protect thinks it's okay to use this tragedy as something to further their ambition for bounty hunting. The word bounty hunting is obnoxious to any whistleblower at any time. If I'd have asked one of those staff that called me, what do they think? Do they want some money for giving me this information? They would be horrified. And they would be rightly horrified. So I am telling you, Whistleblowers UK and Protect, you have absolutely shown your true colours yesterday. If you'd have just kept quiet and done nothing, that at least would have been something. This charity has been screaming out for weeks about the government and what they've done in care homes, and what the care staff are treated like, as one described it, shit on someone's shoe. And that's how you are treating them with the statement that you issued yesterday. You are an absolute disgusting disgrace. I've been thinking that my greatest vulnerability, the reason that I cry, is because I come from the front line. But my greatest strength is because I come from the front line, and that's the reason I will fight. And I will fight until whistleblowers are properly protected and you are removed from all your parliamentary privileges. It's absolutely... I had to tell whistleblowers yesterday that they cannot trust a single MP. Nobody has spoken out about this policy, that it was a policy to kill people in care homes by putting people that were infected in there. There's, people sat round a table and deliberately discussed this before they issued the policy. This isn't some kind of oversight or glip. This is a policy to allow people to die that would be alive now. And every single one of those people are priceless. You know, the thing that breaks my heart is that yesterday that statement went out by Whistleblowers UK and Protect, and I don't even know if some of the staff who called us are still alive. I said, oh, I cry. If I ever become dispassionate or lose the outrage at what's happened here, then please stop me running this charity, because I believe that that's what we should be doing, is talking out and speaking out for human beings and remembering that they are human beings, they're not some bloody pie chart. To every MP in Parliament that's allowed this to go on for weeks and that thinks throwing money at a care industry where the care staff have said that the money won't come to us, please tell them to give us the PPE because our employers won't give it to us if you give them the money to buy it. That's the reality. There's care staff out there that you can't imagine their courage, that you are not on the same planet as them. Parliament, Whistleblowers UK and Protect. You are just on another planet. You are a different species. You are not good enough to lick their shoes. Their courage puts you all to shame. And how dare Whistleblowers UK and Protect say they speak for whistleblowers or the vulnerable people in those care homes that have died in their thousands and are continuing to die. Oh, there's only 200 so today. That's a good improvement, isn't it? 200? Lay out 200 bodies in Parliament Square and tell me that that isn't a disaster. Parliament want Whistleblowers UK and people like Protect to give them advice on whistleblowing law because it won't really protect whistleblowers, and they know that. They don't want to read the evidence of the misconduct or the evidence that we've put before them and have spent emailing MPs about what's gone on with this APPG on whistleblowing. They don't care about that. What they care about is Whistleblowers UK will help them, report fraud of government money, and they like that. They like the money because the money matters more than the lives every single time, doesn't it? Well, I'm sorry, but the world needs to be flipped back the other way up, because every single one of those people are priceless. And to think, just talking about one person who went out and they voted all their life and they believed in government and they never missed an election and they thought that the government was there to protect people's rights. That's one of the people who's died in a care home. That's a generation that thought that. Have you got no shame or humanity? What you've done? I think, yes, I am angry, and I had to say this. Read the Sky report from Whistleblowers UK yesterday and Protect that they issued. Yeah, what they chose to highlight out of all the horror and the tragedy. Just look at what they chose to highlight, and then look at our work on our website in the last 8 weeks. Voices from the front line. Whistleblowers UK and Protect, that's what the government want to hear from. And there's not a single MP that stood up in the last weeks and done something about what's happened here, or called the police, because the policy that's been allowed to happen in care homes is criminal, whatever way you want to look at it, because it wasn't a glib and it wasn't an oversight and it wasn't even stupidity, it was deliberate. It was callous and inhumane, and if that group are dispensable, who's the next group that's dispensable? That is what everybody in this country needs to open their eyes and look at what's going on here, because believe me, if we don't protect whistleblowers properly, you will be next. You will be next, and your loved ones will be next, and the day will come when your life depends on a whistleblower. So please, open your eyes and look at what's going on and read the evidence. And MPs, you were too lazy to read it when we put it before you. And as far as I'm concerned, you're not fit to be in Parliament. I've never been more disgusted with anything in my life. And believe me, I've seen some disgusting things, so you really have got the record. This is criminal. And Whistleblowers UK and Protect, what they've done is just cold, calculating, money-grabbing, bounty-hunting bastards is all I can call them. And I don't apologise for being angry. Because we all need to get angry about this, and it's about time somebody stopped looking at charts or the BBC News and started looking at the piles of bodies.